What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick of the Brooklyn Nets versus Boston Celtics NBA matchup going down Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $15 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics currently in their first half of the back-to-back, taking on the Atlanta Hawks as part of the NBA in-season tournament, while the Brooklyn Nets come in ready, waiting and rested for this one. 5-6 on the year, 9-2 against the number after a 107-105 win over the New Orleans Pelicans to finish their three-game road trip, and it's now their fourth straight cover and eighth in their last 9. And the Brooklyn Nets are a team that, I got to admit, I got to give them their flowers. They're playing extremely well. They're doing a great job covering the point spreads and putting themselves in a spot to at least be competitive and try to win games. I mean, there were two games on the back-to-back on the back end of that road trip that they just had where they were double-digit underdogs to the Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers and lost by a combined 9 points and almost had a chance to beat the Celtics outright had that game not gone to overtime and the Celtics pull it out. And like I said, I give Brooklyn their flowers. And Boston, this is a Boston team that hasn't necessarily been all that bad on the second half of a back-to-back. They're 10-5 against the number on no rest since the start of last season. But, I still think that there are just certain teams that give other teams fits. And while head-to-head, the Boston Celtics have owned this matchup over the last couple years, going 8-2-2 against the spread in the last 10 meetings, we've also seen spots where the Boston Celtics are kind of guilty of just playing with their food a little bit. They didn't cover, in their back-to-back against the Charlotte Hornets. We've seen them not cover against the Detroit Pistons on the road. They barely got by the Milwaukee Bucks. They were, messing around a little bit early in that game, but they managed to get by. And I've also seen them, not be able to handle business against teams like the Indiana Pacers. And any time recently that the Celtics have been covering, there's been a couple times where they sort of snuck by. Don't get me wrong, they beat up on the Atlanta Hawks, beat them by 30, and they covered against the Charlotte Hornets, laying 10.5 in the first half of their back-to-back. But, they beat the Detroit Pistons and only won by 6, laying 12.5. So we've seen the good and the bad from the Boston Celtics here. But the Brooklyn Nets are just thriving in the underdog role, and I think catching a decent amount of points with them here looks like it's around 9.5. We'll have to see where this line sort of settles as we head into Wednesday's action. But catching 9.5 with the Brooklyn Nets, just given the fact they just gave the Celtics on full rest, all that they could handle, just a few nights ago, I think that we could take a shot here with the Nets and actually feel good about our chances. So I'm gonna take a shot here with the Brooklyn Nets, and that's gonna be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find us at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.